Alarm fire at the vacant Legacy Crossings apartments left close to $2 million in damage.
In a 6 News update, John Chapman returned to the scene today to talk to neighbors. Some say they knew the apartment complex would be trouble.
We talked to Bob McGuire back in January. He's working to start a business right next door to the Legacy Crossing apartment complex. Back then, he was concerned about the empty condemned property, the possibility of fire, and people hanging around the empty buildings.
He was in the tall grass in here where the trees are.
What Bob was worried about became reality in just 3 short months. Fire crews had to sound 3 alarms to fight a fire at Legacy Crossing. Smoke and flames were visible when first responders arrived on scene. Bob has been busy clearing trees and brush. He tells us he's thankful the wind was blowing away from his property when the fire was burning.
These trees here, half of them are dead, and I'm working at clearing them out, and that's my clearing my brush pile right there. So I put my sprinkler on it, to keep any embers from starting it up as dry as it is right now, If it was to hit that tree and hit that tree line and come all the way around, it would come all the way around and burn up everything I own.
Elena Vergara can see the vacant apartment complex from her backyard. Elena and her husband purchased their home about 2 years ago. They knew Legacy Crossing had been a part of the neighborhood for a long time.
But if I would have known that everyone was going to be kicked out a couple days before Christmas and it was going to turn into this mess for a bunch of people to kind of squat into and sit around, I probably wouldn't have purchased this home just because it's really a safety concern for me and my son.
Omaha Mayor Gene Stothert says the owners of Legacy Crossing still have work to do.
Legacy Crossing is currently owned by a company called Columbia Pacific Advisors. They're a Seattle-based company. They are in the process of securing a general contractor to fix it up. There's still about 3 dozen open active code violation cases, and it is the responsibility of the owner to correct them.
Bob McGuire has a front row view of what's left after the fire, and he doesn't like what he has to look at.
It's completely burned. You can see the sky through the ceiling of the apartment.
On your side in Omaha, I'm John Chapman, 6 News.
The management company currently dealing with the complex told us they have no comment at this time. Investigators are still working to determine the cause of that fire. Omaha Fire did notice evidence of squatters in the complex.